Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack a Punch Traders here, back at it. Gonna do a quick video lesson going over tomorrow's top plays. And here's the rest of the watch list. I'll post it on Twitter in a little bit right after this. We'll just go over these. ONVO, first one we'll go over. Solid march here from the high ones to the high threes, mid threes ish. And now we're failing to really break down past three. Held up decently. Now we're coming back, trying to attack the breakout level. Only thing that I see that I don't really like, making me think that we might have a fake out or it might get stuffed so far, is that there's weak volume on this push. If there's a bigger build up, a stronger build up to the breakout and past it with volume increasing, I'd look at it a little differently. Doesn't mean I'm not going to trade it tomorrow. If it gets the volume tomorrow and it confirms key areas, holds trend, it's going to be doing everything we look for. But for now, I'm going to be a little suspect of that very low volume push today from 3 to 340. Not the biggest push, but still, weak volume. I really need it to come back to be excited about a breakout play. Next up, ACON. Here we got this thing. What are we doing? Previous high day. Yes, 108 breakout to test the breakout at 125 and maybe even past that. So as we can see here, not much volume really behind it, nothing significant, but it is the next resistance level that I am recognizing, where I might have some trouble. Besides that, we got the 140s, 150-ish area, and doesn't really have much volume all the way until May-ish, where we got 260, and that's a ways to go. So all these little pops here, I'll still play off of them. So we got a little angle from 108. Today's high has not totally broken down, and we're going to look for that 108 break to test that 125 level. Now, if you miss it, you could play the 125 breakout if this holds up and confirms it, or else I would just ignore it. Just take that quick snipe from the low ones to still the low ones, the 120s. But just lock it in there and forget about it. But if the volume is there, it is, I'm pretty sure, a low float. As we can see 3.7 million. Does have the potential to move. Has a couple days where it could move, but nothing significant. Expecting this to be heavily shorted. So if it fails to break down, that could trigger something. So just going to keep this on watch to see how it reacts around the low ones here for a potential move to test the 125 area or go past it. Next up, SKYX. Had a little bump in this. Today we got a little pullback. Trying to hold up here. Came back from the low twos, coming back to the high twos. Main key area is going to be in the low threes. So we'll see how this thing acts. Solid base around 2. Some volume finally coming in. So if we get some more buying coming through tomorrow, shorts getting squeezed out, volume's good, holding trend, and it's confirming key areas, I don't see why this can't trigger a move to at least 4. That's how we play it, just looking for the next resistance level, and then just playing it one resistance level at a time. Not gonna instantly assume that this is gonna get back to 6 or higher than that. Right now I see an angle in the mid 3s to the 4-ish area, and that's good enough for me. A quick 10-15% gain and just let it add up daily. That's what we're trying to do. So this could be a decent play tomorrow. Just keep an eye on it. Halfway done here. TBLT. Only reason I'm keeping this on watch, it is a breakout over a red candle. I'm just really liking that super low float, sub 1 million, low market cap. Had a little pop, typically fails and breaks down. So if it fails to fail, I think we can get a solid breakout over the 280s area to get back to the mid 3s, maybe 4-ish. But here we are getting stuffed yesterday morning, and it didn't really break down today. We had a little fake out breakdown, getting down 220s, 230s. But besides that, it's holding up pretty well, and I think could threaten a move if it gets back to the mid to high 2s, makes a breakout, confirms it. I think a lot of shorts are going to get squeezed on top of other players, buyers joining the party here, recognizing the breakout. With a float like what it has, it could really trigger a move. It could be fast. So TBLT is going to be a top. Well, two more. PLRX, KSPN. So I got a strong mover earlier in the week here, PLRX. Now we're gonna see if we get that multi-day bounce. It finally has a red day, but the only thing I wouldn't say I don't like. One thing just keep in mind is that it could quickly turn into a breakout play and just take off. It's kind of in this in-between area where it has a red candle, but it's not that far off of the high still. So could be patient and treat it as a breakout, or if you'd like to, which is what I'm going to be looking at it as, a multi-day bounce to possibly test the breakout area and lead higher than that. But if this thing fails, that's okay. If it ends up coming back, pulling back to 15 or so, that'll be pretty good. Or even below that, who knows where. Just any more fade could be a nice potential setup for a multi-day bounce. So here we are with this at the high around 22, 23. All you could really do. I think there are a couple other better options, but this one still I think does not have an incredible flow. 32 million, not bad. Has a lot of eyes on it, so we'll definitely keep it on watch for potential breakout or multi-day bounce. We'll just react to the reaction, I guess. If it starts breaking out tomorrow, lovely. We'll keep an eye on the volume, how it's acting. If it fails, fantastic. We'll play the multi-day bounce later. Lastly here, KSP. Okay, solid push, 2.5, 10, fantastic. Now we have a red day, well off the highs already, pulled back big time from this morning's highs. This is probably going to be my main watch heading into the morning for a multi-day bounce. Might need to fade some more. Whatever the case, I think this is setting up beautifully. We got the at least 150% spike we look for. We got a red candle. It's decently off the highs, low float, has a history of moving. I think this could set up pretty nicely sometime soon, sometime this week, possibly for a multi-day bounce. So we'll keep this on watch for tomorrow. But besides that, that's all I got right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top watches. And that doesn't mean any of these plays below aren't that good. I think there are a couple decent ones. HTGM, I think, is one, and BHAT. That's another one that spiked today that could offer something. These are the ones that I think have the best odds, but sometimes, I'll misjudge something. One of these will be a killer play. So go through the whole thing. I'll go and post it right now on Twitter. But besides that, those are my top plays. Check us out on Twitter at Pack-A-Punch Traders. Besides that, hope everyone has a great day. Catch you later.